Never they go see me, I go run. Challenge to see me, I go run. But failure see me, I go baba. Cause I'm a beauty baba. Sickness go see me, I go run. Verbal side when I see my face so. Actor when I know my face so. Cause I'm a beauty baba. I'm a brand new man, I am a king. I'm born again, never the same. Holy one, yes, you never change. Your words are everlasting. Holy Ghost fire, fire. I salute you, ancients of day. You never let me down again. I'm enjoying my heritage. Before they go see me, I go run. Challenge to see me, I go run. But failure see me, I go baba. Cause I'm a beauty baba. Sickness go see me, I go run. Verbal side when I see my face so. Actor when I know my place so. Cause I'm a beauty baba. I'm from above and I believe. I'm a victor, I never lose. So take a very good at me. I'm walking wisdom every day. I see my blessings falling, change my morning to dancing. I'm changing my level. You will never see me to struggle. Before they go see me, I go run. Challenge to see me, I go run. But failure see me, I go baba. Cause I'm a beauty baba. Sickness go see me, I go run. Verbal side when I see my face so. Actor when I know my place so. Cause I'm a beauty baba. Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Counting my blessings. Ghost fire. Never move from behind me. Holy Ghost fire. You don't know me. Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire. Challenge to see me, I go run. But failure see me, I go baba. Cause I'm a beauty baba. Sickness to see me, I go run. Verbal side when I see my face so. Actor when I know my place so. Cause I'm a beauty baba.
Go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
On where you are joining us from, welcome to yet another edition of the Costa Morning Show. Today is Monday and it's the 11th day of the 9th month AD 2023 with the time exactly 10:30 here in Liberia. Let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another fascinating edition of the Costa Show. Darlington, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Buaka, and good morning to our listeners on this 9/11 edition of the Costa Show. It's a very historic day here in the United States and America all over. We'll never forget the infamous 9/11. With the bumping of the World Trade Center. Sad day here in the U.S. Where families, were shattered and people, were in despair. And America said never again to 9/11. So it's a good morning presentation and a lot of things here to unpack. with just 29 days left for election in our homeland. Waka.
Yep. I'm looking at it now. From the National Elections Commission website, they said 29 days to go. That's just it. 29 days to go. And all of the noise, at least, my man, let the election come and pass by. The tension too much in the country. Everybody just vexed. Everybody just angry. Some people want to unseat President Weah. Some people want to vote for him. Some people want to do this. Everybody just waiting for this particular October 10th. So like you said, 29 more days to go. We have a lot of things this morning to unpack. I wanted to start from your end because I know one is about the drugs issue again at the Roberts International.
You're very passionate about this drug thing, Boyka. So it's good you take lead on this. I think it's I'd rather you keep the ball rolling on that, Chief.
Yeah. So folks, yet again, the last time it was at the free port of Monrovia, wherein $100 million drugs was seized by this government, and later on those that were arrested were free. And here we are again, another case at the Roberts International Airport. So last evening, Front Page Africa reported an article about a drugs seized at the Roberts International Airport. Their headline says Liberia chief security at the Roberts International Airport caught transporting suspicious boxes suspected to be contain drugs through an unauthorized gate from the tarmac. And this continue here is in Monrovia. Samuel Freeman, the security manager at the Roberts International Airport, is currently under investigation for his alleged involvement in an attempt to transport several boxes suspected of containing contraband directly from the tarmac using an unauthorized gate at the airport. But these drugs or these boxes, according to him, when contacted by Front Page Africa, the management of the Roberts International Airport, RIA, confirmed the interception of boxes by officers of the armed forces of Liberia assigned at the Roberts International Airport. Front Page Africa also gathered that the boxes were being transported in a minibus. Yeah, where is the minibus? I need to show you the minibus picture. The bus that were they seized the drugs in. Here is it, my people. I don't know, Darlington, you are seeing it. That's the bus.
Yeah, we see the bus.
Yeah, there's it. They meaning where bus. They seize the drugs for in a bus. So we continue here. It says from Africa boxes transported mini bus. Okay, escorted by Mr. Freeman, who informed. This is the part I want you to listen to. He said, Mr. Freeman, who informed the armed forces of Liberia officers that the consignment belonged to President George Weah, chief of protocol. You listen to that part. According to him, according to the chief of security at the Roberts International Airport, he said the consignment belonged to President George Manuel Weah, chief of protocol, Fina Bono. However, Mrs. Bono vehemently denied knowledge of the boxes when she was contacted by the management of the Roberts International Airport. So, Danito, here we are. Somebody that wants to collect the boxes that contain drugs. I can confirm to the public now that it was drugs that was in the boxes. Yeah, I can confirm because they are about to host a press conference this morning at the airport to let the Liberian people know that it was drugs. I can confirm that it was drugs. But this person that went to collect this consignment said that this consignment belonged to Fina Bono, the chief of protocol of the Republic of Liberia. But now Fina Bono is denying the fact that, oh, no, I don't know anything about that. Oh, For instance, my boss maker is send me somewhere. I go, the people arrest me there. And I tell the person, oh, like my boss man send me, oh. Then my boss man come deny the father, oh, because he don't want to get involved or he don't want to be seen that, oh, he's been into the drugs. And a lot of people been talking about this Fina woman. A lot of people been saying she's one of the individuals that normally imports drugs in this country. So Nora Fina Bono, we have been informed that you are the one that imported that particular consignment of drugs in the country. And the chief of security said it. And what surprised me, Darlington, on the launch of the Blue Day, the campaign of the CDC, we saw mothers.
We want kush. We need more drugs. It's the song they are singing. It's the song they are singing out here. Another woman within this group. We want kush. That's the song they are singing out here.
They are singing in their CDC regalia, asking. They are singing. They are chanting. We want kush. We want kush. Citizens on the campaign day. An elderly woman that should be having her children, Darlington, she's spearheading a group of young ladies and men saying that, oh, we want kush. We want kush. Few days after, the chief of protocol importing drugs in the country, and she was arrested. The drugs were arrested at the Roberts International Airport. Here we are, Darlington. Let's start from your end. I know you have much to talk about the drugs, but it's serious.
To be balanced and fair to the conversation, I think these are interesting, troublesome times in our country. That our airport will be used for drug smuggling, aided and abetted by the chief of security, Mr. Sam Freeman. It is very concerning. And we want to say kudos to the special operation by the guys from the AFL. It was a special brigade who was assigned at the airport who uncovered this drug bust. That this drug had came from another African country, landed on the tarmac, reported by Front Page Africa, and used another gate route to exit the airport until the AFL guys noticed the situation. You know, Bweka, whether the chief of security is alleging that this operation was brought into the country by the chief of protocol, Fina Bono, it's very concerning. And let me say this, Mr. Sam Freeman Atlas, Sam Livingstone. You know, Mama Bweka, sometimes some of our young people, they are not just worth it. This guy used to be on social media supporting President George Weah. The fool lives somewhere here in Philadelphia. And want to call on the U.S. authorities to take key interest in this individual. Sam Livingstone is a U.S. individual. He lives in the U.S. I mean, he works in Liberia now, but he's a U.S. person. He's either a U.S. citizen or he's a permanent resident of the United States. He's engaging in drug trafficking in Liberia in his role as chief security at the RIA airport. My man, when you see this guy lambasting at the time, my man, when the CDC wanted power here, this same guy with a red face, the Papa Jada Maun, said before the camera, every day you hear them talking. Only for you to go, look, Bweka, it's one thing for you to be in position of trust and for other people in higher powers to attempt to use your hands. Look, Bweka, some people have so much integrity that even if they are in position of trust, other people who are their seniors will not even attempt to even say, they say you go out there, that no member, and will tell you no, just forget it. It will not happen on a wash. You know, and that is why sometimes people who have principles in the country, they don't get these kinds of jobs because they will look at higher powers, whether you work for the president, whether you come from XYZ, they will tell you no. So again, in our country, we can uproot the fact that when people go and do their own stupidness and they are caught, they try to, drag other people into it. This same Livingstone guy, possibly, maybe, allegedly, maybe it is a criminal syndicate that he and Finabono runs at the airport. It is also possible that same Livingstone has been doing this thing on his own and think that when the AFL guy, arrested him with the drug on the tarmac, he was going to say Finabono name, use her name to probably get away with it, to say, oh, it is an operation from the executive. Because it is possible too that Finabono might be in the operation. It is also possible that she may not also be in the operation. But what position of trust are you placed in? This guy, I want us to deal with it, same Livingstone guy as a person. But it is interesting that the Ministry of Justice investigate this. If Sam Livingstone is alleging that Finabono is involved, let the president do the honorable thing by putting Ms. Finabono on administrative leave and further investigation so that they can get to the bottom of it. If she's involved. If Sam Livingstone went there and did his own thing, let him be prosecuted. Mama, you cannot be chief of security of the airport, managing the airport, and you the one using to smuggle drugs. But Boyka, it is not strange. It is not strange. It is always people in position of trust who will always be smuggling drugs. Under the Ellen Johnson United Party regime, one of the chief security in the presidential motorcade, in fact, the official presidential motorcade of the president at the time to smuggle drug to Cape Mount.
Yeah.
And arrested by the Johnson security. So it is always people in position of trust. Why every time? This guy, this same Livingstone guy, if he wanted to be Jato and he wanted to be bright at the same time. You are in position of trust at the airport, chief security. Mama, no wonder why my man same Livingstone and let their Facebook be known also. This is same Livingstone with a small line that he used to be on where you will have 25 people watching, 19 people watching. The guy used to live here in Philadelphia. And I'm calling on the U.S. Embassy. This man is a U.S. person. He lands here in the U.S. He's either an American citizen or he's a permanent resident. He's in our country and he's involved in the drug trade. These people should not think that they will get away with it. You may manage now, and the Americans are taking stock of that. They know. Mama, people can be stupid. You think the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia is just there to issue a visa? Or when Boyka Kamara win DV, they say, hey, let a passport go to America. The U.S. Embassy, they are there to take total stock. Same Livingstone, you must be careful. You cannot be a U.S. person having access to America and you are in Liberia engaging in drug trafficking. And mama, it takes so much courage for the men who arrested that drug to even expose it to the public. It takes so much courage. And that's why we keep on saying, Boyka, that the men in security, they to feed the pinch of the society. Their family members too are exposed to drugs. Their relatives, their cousins are left to be called Zogos. Same Livingstone, man. Hey, man. The smallest job they get you at the airport, chief of security. It is your car now that you use to go and transport drug from the tarmac. But Boyka, that is just a little consignment of drugs. Look at the other day in our judiciary system. Oh, $100 million worth of drugs, aided by the Americans.
Yeah.
Informed by American intelligence that drugs is being smuggled into the country through the free port of Monrovia. Only for these people to be arrested, placed on trial, and the government of Liberia, quote unquote, lost the case. Who is behind this? I mean, nobody sends huge consignments into the country without them having big backups. Is it that the president is aware of this operation? Is it an executive operation? Like the way Sam is alleging that the chief of protocol is involved, allegedly. But we want to call on the Ministry of Justice that regardless of whoever is involved, if Sam Livingstone have now pulled Finabono into it, let the both of them be investigated.
Yeah.
If Sam Livingston acted on his own and want to make up story to lie on Finabono, let the investigation also uncover that. Because, mind you now, for you to say that means they must have text messages exchanges. The court know how to get these things. They can subpoena, the court can subpoena the telephone records of Ms. Bono to see whether there are any such discussion about drug trafficking. This guy, why will you be involved in this kind of thing? You come here from America. Some of you get tired with it. You guys are so indisciplined with it. With how America is set up with it. My man, America, you don't get free money here. That's why you see all these boys here passing around somebody in America with their CDC beret. Yeah, their unquestionable tests for a government job is just what they want. You go to a country like Liberia, and for you to dare to do well for your country, chief of security, for you to say, now while I'm here as chief of security, this will happen under my watch. But you are the one leading the escort out of the tarmac. That when the drugs come, it don't go through security protocol, it just leads through covert gate. And to attempt to arrest drugs is not an easy thing, brother. Because when you want to arrest drugs, the people who run the drug cartel, they will have liquid cash work out to get you.
Yeah.
I am sure the guys from the armed forces of Liberia will offer money to lay low. Mama, you know what is liquid cash? Brother? You want to stop a consignment of that boss, maybe with boxes of drug in it, and the guys opening their bags and showing you $10,000 and say, Mama, you lay low for the operation. For the men in the AFL who led that operation, I salute your courage. And want to see more of that. Mama, maybe the guys who always at the airport, posted duty, maybe these guys were aware of the syndicate. Maybe they were men that St. Livingston knew in the AFL, or possibly they might have done a shift change. And all the guys said, no, let's draw back today when I enter. But again, today is the 11th of September. We are here talking about it. We're in less than a week. We hope to see what the Minister of Justice will do. Musa Din, grow some balls. We hope to see what he will do. We don't know what Sam Livingston in the custody of the security forces. Have they arrested him? Oh, he's arrested now?
Yep. He's in the custody of the joint security.
That's good. If the joint security arrested him, let him be charged appropriately and forwarded to court. I hope that this just don't die down as the regular political talk of the day. I hope.
Danito, my issue here is that why will Mr. Livingstone point directly at Nora Finabono, the chief of protocol of the Republic of Liberia? We have other people in the country. He could have said this other individual. He could have said Nathaniel Maggie. He could have said Koji. He could have said whosoever. But why Nora Finabono? Why? That's the question that we should be asking. It's been alleged that she's been into some issue about drugs, always importation. She's been importing drugs. It's been alleged. A lot of corridor, people have been talking about her. So now, if he coming up to say that this consignment belong to Mrs. Bono, it's not like surprising to a lot of people in the country. It's not totally surprising because this woman, a lot of people have alleged that she's been behind the importation of kush in the country. We hear people in CDC regalia singing, "We want kush, we want kush, we don't want boyo, we want kush." They are all political talk. But now, right after having your rally, right after putting people out in the street, you say, "Oh, you are in the interest." The people are still, yearning for you, your government. People think that your government is still doing better than your chief of protocol. It's been alleged that she's importing drugs in the country. What message, President Weah, does that send to you? You will have to do the honorable thing now, as soon as possible, as a leader. Take that action. Fina, step aside. Go ahead with the investigation. Right after the investigation, you can come back to work. That's what a real president would do now. But with President, we have mustered the courage to do that to Fina. With President, we have mustered. And now, Darrington, let me tell you this. Mark my word from today, as I said it behind the microphone, nothing will come out of this case. Nothing will come out of this case. Most especially the name that is being mentioned. Most especially the name that is being mentioned. My brother, absolutely nothing will come out of this case.
Bweka, let's assume for the sake of argument that the allegation that alleges and involves Finabono is true. Who does Finabono work for?
The president.
The presidency.
Yeah.
She may not be acting on her own, or she may be acting on her own. So the question here is, Sam Livingstone should be investigated, and I agree with you. The president should do the honorable thing to place Ms. Bono on administrative leave, pending the investigation. Or sometimes it's not just waiting for the president to act. It's even the Minister of Justice even growing some balls to even say we want to investigate. In fact, the Liberian National Police should be conducting press conference to say they are invited the chief of protocol to the LMP headquarters for questioning. They should. Because if Liberia is a country of law and not men, everybody should go to the police, and the police should be extracting statements from all of them. And it's easy. You go to court, properly charge Mr. Sam Livingstone, forward into court. When the trial begins, you summon the telephone records between the two. Let him come. Because you see, too, Bweka, one thing about people, like I said, if Liberian people have this mentality of showmanship, if Darlington Collins is friend to Koji and want to do something stupid in the country, he comes and he get arrested and he say, oh, my man Jawasi Koji know about it. People do that. It could also be true that Koji is aware of the operation. It could also be a lie that Koji is not aware. So the only thing that can uncover this is an investigation. We don't want to put the horse and not put the cart before the horse. Let the investigation uncover that. Let the president do the honorable thing, because if Ms. Bono is in a position of trust, it creates some kind of bottleneck for people to even reach her, to even query her, to investigate her. Because, by the way, as we speak, I think the presidency and his entourage, they are expected here in September at the United Nations General Assembly. So it's either that she remains in the country pending this investigation and she can come with the president, or maybe Sam Livingstone, because sometimes when push comes to shove, the suspect have the way of changing their story.
But Darlington, my point here, have there been any fruitful investigation in our country?
There has not been no fruitful investigation.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah,
they are not going to investigate Bweka. You know, you do good, you do it for yourself. If the CDC like, they investigate. If they like, they should sweep it on the rock. It's up to them. The Americans will add that to their report. The moment the Americans they are taking stock. And for Sam, I want to say this. We will be using this media. And I mean, the people follow all the different platforms. We'll call on the Americans here that you cannot be a U.S. person and you go to our native country, Liberia, and you be involved in drug trafficking, achieve a security of the RIA. The American people should pay keen attention to that. That even if the Liberian government do not hold you accountable, that when you come here on U.S. soil, you can be a U.S. person and you be engaging in drug trafficking. And Sam he want to test some of us in the diaspora resolve to make some noise. We can make noise. And let's see where does that land in. You can be at the RIA and you be involved in drug trafficking, achieve for security. Yeah, Michael Babebu, like your man, and Sam Livingstone, that it feel rare as if you when dumper papa grow on the dumper, it won't be rare, it won't be jato. Like your man Sam Livingstone. He's involved in this again. Allegedly. Who knows how many consignment that Sam has successfully smuggled on that airport?
I'm telling you.
Send the airport security surveillance camera can release Joseph Bweka walking to get on a plane. Let the airport surveillance camera come on a review.
That's it.
The airport project can release surveillance video of Joe Burger leaving the country on medical trip. Let the see airport surveillance camera work now to show all the different activities. Whether it is money laundering, look, I mean that airport, yeah, it is used for many illegal things: money laundering, drug, human trafficking. Nobody has the boss. Some of you're in America, you're just tired with the discipline of going to work. The young people, they thirst for a government job. You won't wait in government so bad. Until the small job they get in abroad now, if you're not involved in small city, you're here to the other place. Tell you all of them, my own friend Charles, my other god that was at the Buchanan port. He and Bill Tower were in some money business. Who was saying the truth? You don't know. Charles now escaped in the country. Same Livingston again. Many Philadelphia boys, I don't know what happened to my brother here. I really don't know. But it is unfortunate. So if the Liberian authorities don't take stock of this burger, we'll call on the Americans to do something. I don't think you will get away from the hook. You go Liberia, you involved in drug trafficking, American intelligence will not pick you up. Well, welcome to JFK and see what happens.
So we are calling on the government to do something about this, even though we don't we don't trust their investigation, all of that investigation when it comes to murder case, when it comes to drugs case, when it comes to stealing, all they have an investigation. There haven't been any outcome. And this is what I raise an eyebrow if you have a weak government. Government that don't investigate, they will say we're investigating, and that investigation will continue up until now. The passport issue at the foreign affairs, they are still investigation. An entire committee was set up by this government. Maswell Kemeya, that is flying all over with the president. They told that man to investigate the passport issue.
In fact, over the last 2 months, they have sold additional passports, Boyka.
Yes, additional passport. The investigation, we can get no outcome for all of these investigations. So that's what I said, Danito. If we are calling for an investigation, it will just die down again because there will be nothing coming out of this. There will be nothing coming out of the in a sense that even if they start to pressurize Mr. Livingston, and Mr. Livingston just in your first statement have said that Nora Bono was the one alleged that imported this consignment, and he was just going to pick it up and deliver to her. That's what he said in an interview with Front Page Africa. We are not the ones saying it here. So if this investigation just died down like this, remember the season that we are in. If you guys know better, y'all do the referee thing now, because this may lead to something. It may lead to people even saying that, oh, there's no need we re-elect this government. Most especially the chief of protocol being named or alleged that she's the one involved with drugs importation. Mr. Weir, if you know what good for you, take action now. Take action now. Or else, all of the drugs that other people are importing, they will say you're the one importing it.
The Americans sanctioned Mr. Weir, 3 of Mr. Weir's best friends. Mr. Weir, boss in his pants, became cold as if he kept a child in a court for a whole day with no investigation. I mean, what happened to the supposed investigation of Nathaniel McGill, Bill Tuawe, and Selman Sereno Cephas? Didn't the government say they were going to investigate?
Yeah, they said
it. My man, hey man. My man, the country is sad. Our country is just level social criminal into the country is sad. The people in position of trust have no courage to even do what is honorable. Can you imagine that people in the different executive arm of government, whether you are the airport authority, are the one leading the drug trade? It's been, I think, over 12 hours now. We await the action from the president. Maybe we're waiting to see what the executive mansion will say.
They think you're talking so now, not just 12 hours. When they think occur, according to somebody, the arrest was done on Wednesday. This arrest, it was done on Wednesday.
And Jack came up last night?
Yes. This arrest was done on Wednesday. But they've been trying to.
I wouldn't be surprised if they attempt to change those AFL guys' assignment on the airport.
Yeah, but they've been trying to manage things for the news not to come out.
The AFL guys, when the government punish you, they look at your area assignment as they sending you to Maryland. You must go ahead with the Joint Security AFL in Maryland. Or they look at you, say you to Raji. But the country side, and the young people are the one exposed to these narcotics. When you go to the country, one of my friends was telling me, he just came recently. He said, Darlington, when you see some of your contemporaries, your age group, let me put it in a simple brain way, your age group, they look 10 or 15 times older than you. The country, man.
Yeah, but Darlington, and then now we see people in CDC padded t-shirts are saying that, oh, we want kush, we don't want boyo, we want kush. This is I don't know. Then what our partners, our number one ally, and other international institution, when they are seeing seditions in their paraphernalia, yelling that we want kush, we want kush, we want kush. What is kush? Kush is a deadly substance, drugs that is damaging the fabric of our society, that is damaging the youthful generation. But people are wearing CDC party t-shirts and saying, we want this particular kush, we want this kush. There is something that we need to talk about, Darlington.
But I think the Americans have done an analysis about our society. They know that we are a different kind of people. The Americans are aware. They have studied the psyche of the Liberian people, and they have said to themselves that these people are different breed. But in other countries, when U.S. sanctions are announced, the people have a popular uprising against the government to show their displeasure. But in our country, when you announce U.S. sanctions, the likes of Nathaniel McGill will go to Magibi and rally the people. And Bwaga, my man, you know what? When I gave up on that country, when I listened to one Oma, they were interviewing on KMTV, the Oma said, if the country had 10 of McGill, the country will be developed. I said, hello, you mean 10 of McGill? She didn't say this country should have, even 10 of that Tipote, honest men. She didn't say this country should have more of Sister Brown, Lauren Brown. People with integrity, right? She didn't mention those people. But for the woman to say, the country just need 10 on Nathaniel McGill, I gave up on the country. But the Americans know that we are a different set of people. And I think poverty too have a way of drowning the people in ignorance. 10 people, the ones that she just want 10 on McGill. Mama, something we need. I think God's tired with our country, mama. The country keep giving God time for women to wear CDC campaign paraphernalia, to be in the street and say, we want kush. We want kush. Bring more kush. And the people around the CDC. And sometimes in group, when you're out, canvassing, and people raise some unpleasant song, you will see somebody from one go say, "Mama, don't raise our song. We don't want our song." But to see people, and not only that they were singing the song, they were illustrating taking drugs in the song. Mama, our country, we have a long way to go. It's either that this generation help, but our children to come will ask, what we rather deal with this country, mama. Mama, they're going to see mama, serious political issue. They whole country and make it all the fun. Let's be honest. Ahead of the October pools we are talking about in November. Even all political sides, whether it is the major opposition, whether it is the ruling establishment, the whole country is the politics of slogan. Everybody just chanting slogan. We don't want Kush Mongo. We don't want Boyo. We don't want Sleepy Joe. We don't want Old Man. We don't want Stupid We Are. We don't want. That is the slogan of the day. We saw the same thing with in 1997 when Taylor
came apart.
When will this country transition on the issues? 29 days to election. Have we even moved to a place where presidential candidates who want to be leaders of our country will come to the national debate and argue with their colleagues? You want to face the economy. How will you do it? Tell us. Tell us. How can you face agriculture, security sector reform? That's where, in public discourse, that's where you hold people accountable. That's where people can look at Mr. George Weah and say, but Mr. Weah, what more you want to do with the economy that you didn't do in 6 years? What will you do differently? So do you rate your performance that you perform poorly? Journalists even asking the tough questions. But man, the country got a long way to go, boy. In fact, all of us, the masses, we are not even interested in listening to political conversation. We just say that Old Man Joe will face the country. How Old Man Joe will face the country? We are not interested in that. Oh, no. Let Josh Weah go. Josh Weah leaving the presidency. In as much as we all want Weah to go, does that solve Liberia's problem? We must ask ourselves the question. Let these presidential candidates, whether it is Cummings, whether it is Joe Bwega, whether it is Councillor Gonglo, let them debate in a terrain of ideas. Let them bring forth their ideas to the Liberian people so that when they are elected and they don't deliver on those promises, we can hold them accountable. But even the people are not interested. Somebody say, oh, the 7 will kill us. Somebody say, oh, the 17 will respond. Maybe Cummings will do the 20. Bweka. And we in the media must ask these critical questions about these people wanting to come to the debate. Let Old Man Joe Bweka engage Mr. Weah. Let Mr. Weah engage Mr. Bweka. Let Mr. Cummings engage Mr. Bweka. Let Mr. Cummings engage Mr. Weah. Let Councillor Gonglo tell us how you want to get away with a culture of impunity, not just because you are tier 1 Gonglo and we believe that you will move this country one step further. It is called holding public officials accountable within public space. But again, it's our country. I don't think we are interested in that. What we are interested in, the CDC showed their crowd. We too must show our crowd.
So, okay, so folks, you listen to that opening part of it, and Darlington, let's look at political party canvassing. People been out. The CDC came out the last time. Came out the last time at the Antoinette Todman Stadium. We saw the numbers. Unity Party say will be coming out this coming Sunday. We see Mr. Weah went to bombing. Yeah, this coming Sunday.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so Mr. Weah went to bombing Cape Mount, Bapolu, Grand Bassa, and Margibi. And he will be leaving the country to go attend the UN General Assembly. So probably he'll be out of here for close to 2 weeks. While campaign is ongoing, he's leaving the country for like 2 weeks. Ambassador Boakai will be in bombing today. He will be in bombing Bapolu and Cape Mount before coming back for the event on Sunday. So as he leave, his team leaving today, they will not be back here up until Sunday. That's going to be back here for the program. So we've been seeing people all out. Mr. Cummings too have visited. He visited Cape Mount. He visited Bomi, and today he's heading to Bapolu County. So we thought it was in letting everybody know about the activities of political leaders and how they are canvassing. There haven't been any other major things set up by the CDC for this video up until George Weah goes. So there where we are, and you've been following the entire up and down of political leaders. Let's look at Mr. Cummings' visitation to the western part of Liberia. He visited Bomi. He visited Cape Mount. and he will be in Bapolu on today. What are some of the things that you observe?
Had an old man Joe Boyka visit.
Yeah.
No, numerically, the Western region has been pro-unity party. So you're talking about Bapolu, right? You know, those places are dominated by, you know, our Islamic, you know, compatriots, especially Cape Mount. You know, Cape Mount base is between the Unity Party and ACO. That's where you find they have their base. You know, even the LPP, my man, there are some people in Cape Mount who have supported the LPP forever. In fact, the last time we got, I think in Cape Mount, we got over 2,000 votes in Cape Mount. The LPP. So, yes, not Councillor Gonglo, but Vice President Bweka, like again, bombing Cape Mount, Bapolu, those places are Unity Party stronghold. And the people want to see him, you know. My man, the Western region is pro-Unity Party. That I can tell you. That place I've already gone green, you know. So it will just be a matter of
but Snow said he turning things around there though. Snow said he's going to deliver bombing to.
Well, let's know Leo, man. Let's know find somewhere to go sit down. Let's know Leo. Mama, la bro, really see problem. Mama, men are Ellis Snow. Oh, how about your presidential ambition? La bro, really see problem. Yeah. Patron, please tell for Ellis Snow. He will leave alone, yeah. La patron, mama, politics get best strange that fellow, mama. Buy in a day, no more day, mama. Patron and me Ellis Snow, they were good friends. Let Patron tell your friend Ellis Snow that you leave us alone. Ellis Snow will deliver where to where. Mama, Ellis Snow is even shaking. You didn't see Mr. We are in bombing. The people are booing after him. You gotta record him, Bweka.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't care about your feeling. What John we are gonna be calling we are shares? What kind of nonsense they call we are shares?
One of the difference between I know the people are loyal to we are and they are not loyal to the CDC.
The CDC say we are shares. Some Chairman Molu started talking, the major developer on say we are shares. But again, old man Joe Bweka going to the Western region. I don't expect nothing less than, you know, for the Unity Party to rally that whole base. You know, Snow cannot do it alone. Let Snow keep building a house and probably play more flour on a nice house that's in bombing. But again, I mean, bombing, Cape Mount, and Bapolu too. It's a 50-50 chance because in time past, Bapolu County have produced some CDC lawmakers. You know, so I really don't know what is the fit there for the CDC. But I can say here for a fact that I think they are working on modalities to bring those people from the rural areas to town. Because Mr. We are also, a lot of the people job we are brought, they were from smaller people came from my GB too though. So it will be no problem for the other people to bring their people to town. On Sunday, we'll be here to watch, you know, and see who pull the most crowd.
Yeah, but you saw Mr. Kumi's visitation to those counties, Cape Mount and Bomi too. I don't know if you follow.
My man, Mr. Cummings needs to understand that his campaign is giving Buckhead vibes. You know, America, normally you don't see people assemble. They can just leave door tags on your door, they run TV commercial, you know, but my man, La Brea is a different space. Oh. I don't know what are the Cummings campaign is gaining a lot of attraction. They need to get more involved, engaging the people. I hear they are doing more door-to-door Jehovah's Witness campaign. Well, I don't think that is most sufficient. Same Mr. Cummings did a retired suffering rally. I think Mr. Cummings has just been paranoid with gathering, you know, people to come together. It's really tough. It's not easy, my man. It's not easy, brother. It's giving Buckhead vibe. America, you all live in America, just stop laughing. You know, your senators and lawmakers don't come to campaign to you. They can just leave door tags. You already know who you're voting for. They run the TV commercial. So I don't know, but honestly, I don't see Ellis Cummings campaign as gaining a lot of attraction. I don't know why. Even Councillor Gonglo, we are more hands-on, the LPP. We are engaging our people. We are reaching out, you know, to strengthen our base, but Alex Cummings is running a more psychedelic campaign. I don't know why.
All right. So, folks, this is where you have any other thing to add up before we go to the phone line?
So, Bweka, I mean, we can. What are your thoughts? I mean, especially with Mosorado County, do you think the Unity Party will win Mosorado County overwhelmingly?
Darlington, first of all, let me make this clear. I am not a supporter of CDC, nor Unity Party. But from the look of things, from the momentum that I am seeing, the numbers that will come out on Sunday will be more than CDC numbers. I can tell you
where's
that.
the occasion? Where are they assembling?
They are assembling on the St. Antoinette Tottenham Stadium.
Oh, that's good.
But,
and we must
but
commend the.
to be real with you, the momentum is high. The people, it's like they are angry, and they just want to show to the to the citizens that what you guys did, we can quadruple what you did. The numbers that you brought out, we will send a message to you guys that we will bring out number, and it will pass your line. I'm seeing it. I am seeing it, Darlington. The people, they will come out. You will say, I say on the show, they will come out because
no, I believe that.
Every street corner that you go, you hear. The only thing you hear, chair wait for the 17. You will see the 17 will coming out. The 17 will prove to them. You know, those are just the messages you are seeing people. Anywhere you go, you tell them, you hear people saying nothing. So if they only come out with the huge number above the CDC, like I said, this election, CDC should really stem because it's not going to be an easy ride for them.
But Bweka, let me begin by appreciating the government of Liberia. If they didn't do anything significant, I think it is important that we acknowledge this fact. You see, buildings that are owned or public properties, they are not restricted to one political party. For the CDC government to allow the opposition to even use the ATS, I think that is a plus. And I cannot remember when the CDC were in opposition that the Unity Party allowed them to use any public facility. Maybe I am wrong, but that shows a whole level of maturity in our democracy, except you educate me where. But I know the CDC, most of the time, they used to have their campaign rally at their headquarters.
I think they use the ATS. You know, here's the problem, Darlington.
That's good. If they did before, then that is good. Because, you know, knowing how Mr. Weah is intolerant, to allow them to use the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium, the same place that they use, I think that is good and that is mature for our democracy. And apart from the pre-campaign violence that we saw, at least the campaign is getting to a point where that we don't see too much, you know, people, you know, attacking each other, and the campaign trail is being so peaceful so far. And we want to commend our people for that.
Yeah. So CDC suspended all of our activities on Sunday. They previously planned a concept at their party headquarters, but they canceled up that, and they will not be having a program at their party headquarters. So they have suspended every activity on the 17th, and they allowing the Unity Party folks to go ahead and have their rally. But the issue about the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium, the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium is being used by all political parties.
And that's
the
good.
ANC, the ANC will use it.
I think the LFA runs that place, right?
Yeah, the LFA runs it.
Through the Ministry of Youth and Sports, right?
Yeah. Why is it that they are not using SKD? SKD was, you know, refurbished by FIFA. And FIFA saying that all of their stadiums now in all the countries should be up to the tax. So there will be no, not only Liberia now, even in Sierra Leone, their biggest stadium there, you can see people having program there again. All other countries, their biggest stadium that once FIFA is attached to it and FIFA refurbish the stadium, you not see them having political activities there. Not only Liberia. So the Antoinette Todman Stadium is the only place now all political parties or political rallies will be held. All. So the CDC hosted a program there. United Party will have theirs, and we don't know when will the Alternative National Congress or the CPP be having their own program there. So they haven't come out with a date yet. We know the United Party, they are saying the 17th. We are still waiting to hear when the CPP will be having their own political rally. But I can assure you, the numbers
I will find out when we the LPP will have our own. So before you ask me.
Well, you have it to ATS too?
No, my man, the LPP is a grassroots political party, right? We don't need to assemble our people to SKD or ATS for you to know that we are ready to take state power. Councillor Gonglo is out. He's in Nimba, Campini. I think you see the pictures. Where can you follow Councillor Gonglo? You see these pictures. Yeah, I don't know whether we have anything big, but we are engaging our people. These rallies cost money, Bwaka. It's not easy. Our party, we don't have a lot of resources like the other political parties do. Man, you, Councillor Gonglo, as people have called him the poor man lawyer. Now, rich people, Councillor Gonglo can represent ordinary activists where their rights are trampled upon. We take their issue in court. So we are trying for the LPP, even people who support the LPP. And the LPP is doing well, with fundraising and mobilization, though. That I can say. So,
the All Liberian Coalition Party, APCON, launched their campaign on yesterday.
What did they launch here?
They had a program at their campaign office in Gardnersville around the aluminum factory.
I just knew it. Mama, I could get disappointed, mama.
Yeah. No, but the turnout was overwhelming though. The turnout was huge.
Base, mama. Anywhere like your base, you go there. Ako, mama, the minute always using that whole black jinasa.
Somalia tribe.
Somalia tribe, and the minute base. I saw my man Ali Sila with Ako paraphernalia, my man. I said, Ako ready. They are saying
that they will win the presidency. One round, they ain't going for a second round. There nobody going for round two. Say, Ako said they will win.
I think Ako is positioning herself for bargaining if there were to be a second round. I don't see Ako, Councillor, not Councillor Paul, Lucini Kamara winning a first round victory. I don't think he's among the four runners. I think even Councillor Gonglo, we have more ratings than him. I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Ako have the numerical strength. We never know.
Ako do have numerical strength. Don't underestimate them. Don't underestimate them. They may likely.
Who Ako supporting district 2? Our man Musa Kene for representative.
Yeah. Musa Kene for representative.
The journalist guy from Ako.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's good then. Then that's good.
All right, folks. So we are now opening the phone lines. The phone lines are open now, folks. Call +231 888 624171 0770 102 102 86 010 We talk about the drugs issue at the Rabos International Airport. We talk about the upcoming event for the United Party and the just an event for the CDC. We talk about ACO event also in Gardnersville. We talk about Mr. Cummings visiting the western part of Liberia and his upcoming event too. As we get information, we'll bring it up to you. Let's take our first caller here this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
Yeah, I'm Saros calling from India, Saros Poku.
All right.
Don't make me laugh that. Why the top of LPP you say you guys are grassroots political party, you gotta come on here and numbers. I beg you. It was so funny. But come to the issue.
Oh, so you attack me, say to the issue?
Come to the issue, brother. Like you said, the president has been implicated in that drug issue. There will be no account. There will be absolutely no account of that thing. Once that particular guy can be so bold and brave to mention Finabodo name, trust me, it will be another case swept on the carpet. There will be no account. And lastly, to the official launch of the United Party, like you said, the United Party will put on more crowd. You can see the momentum. Look what happened in District 10. Look what happened in District 17, in District 13, District 2. The people are gathering willingly. They are not being induced by anything. So the crowd will be so overwhelming to the extent that people will not come. How you going to get over it so easily? Thank you. And that is I beg you. You guys need to use the ATS too.
They be what cause problem, my brother, you know.
Lee, I will respond to that man.
But you know that you know that United Party. I saw a post from Abraham Dawes. You know, the man say we begging the government, let them give us SKD and ATS at the same time. If we not fill the two stadium to capacity on the 17th, don't call me Dawes. You know, so they made it believe that this coming 17, it will not be easy. People will come out in that number.
Marco Bobby Bude got funny. Like I said, the man say organic crap. So we want to call fertilized crap and organic crap. What is organic
crap? Let's take this question here. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, brother, good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
This is Bill calling from the state of Iowa. I didn't come here today to talk about your drugs, your this. I came to repeat the revelations that were given in the 80s and the late 90s. I don't think you and Darlington knew about this. You know, Mother Douglas. Let me start first with Mother Douglas. Mother Douglas, 1979, Mother Douglas gave a revelation and told Tolbert there will be blood wasted in this country. And Tolbert did not understand it. It came 1980, they killed Tolbert. Then 1999, the Archbishop Francis Buckler got up and said, I'm quoting directly from him, do your research. Bishop Francis Buckler said, blind will lead blind. After Taylor administration, there will be a lot of conflict in this country. And a lot of things will happen. A woman will come. The woman will lead this country. After the woman lead this country, another person will come. Everybody will call that person's king. And that person would never listen. What is happening today, Bakai, is what those people, men, said in the past.
Okay.
We are seeing it today, blind leading blind. And after the blind leading blind, another statement will come within that identical time.
Okay.
And this statement will be welcome.
What the bishop said?
They will sing song for this statement.
Yeah, I saw that statement somewhere.
What the bishop said?
Yeah. I wanted to read. I don't know if you can send me a copy of that statement.
I beg you, Baka.
Yeah,
the statement is online.
Yeah,
the statement is online. But before the statement could come online, this is my experience that I had with my parents, with Liberians before. And Bishop Buckler said, this person, according to his own word, his own revelation, this person will be king. This person will not listen to nobody. Liberia will be spoiled. But when this statement come, people will be all over on his statement, telling the statement, we are sorry, we are this. So that statement, when that statement leads, after he leads, Liberia will be good.
Thank you so much.
And Bishop Francis to rest, man.
Yeah, let's take this other caller here quickly. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm Eddie. I'm calling you from Barcelona, Spain.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, brother. The issue here is with the George issue. The people who are requesting for second term and the Liberian people are complaining about the same George issue. And in the midst of election, we are hearing story about George again coming from the airport And those same people who want power, they are the same people who are involved again. So, like we said, the Liberian people are there to make the decision. If they need those people, because there's nothing going to come out of that just issue. So we know they can have 10,000 meetings, 10,000 press conference, nothing going to come out of it.
Okay.
But the best decision is in the Liberian people in this or 10.
All right. Thank you so much. Here is a statement. I don't know. The thing is too blurred.
Yeah.
That's a statement. I will say your copy.
I have stumbled on those statements, right?
Yeah.
And it's not me trying to dismiss prophecy. Myself, I'm a religious man. Okay, but you see, Bweka, the politics of the state, the problems of today is created by men. Whether the prophecy of Bishop Francis will come to pass, for us to end the culture of impunity, men must have the balls to get Liberia working and to get Liberia on its trajectory. Liberia should stop sitting in an arrogant and believe that their prophecy will come and God will send a special king, that and then their whole problem will be, everything will just be okay. Liberia should stop that. God doesn't work that way. The very same scripture you believe. Work when it's there, for when there come and no man work. Your political leaders are so corrupt. You don't want to hold them accountable. And you believe that God, if prayer can develop countries, Africa will be one of the most developed continents. You know how many prayer they pray on that continent every day, Bweka? From Namibia to Liberia to Ghana to Nigeria to South Africa, every day, in fact, if they break, they bombard the devil every day on our continent. Developed societies are not religious. Yeah, Americans, they believe, they say, in God we trust. They say, when Americans pray, they say, God bless America, but they get their country working. They put aside this issue of corruption. They deliver service delivery. When you want to get your driver's license, you don't need to bribe nobody to get your driver's license. Just go there, you apply, you will get it. Meet the qualifications. But we get so delusional with this thing of religion. And that is why, these religious people use these things to prey on the gullibility of our people and exploit their ignorance. The mothers who will be struggling to even feed for their children will be believing that God will come down and one day a miracle will come. Mama, if there is a new Jerusalem, like the Christians believe, or the Muslims people believe that there is Hijina, you must start having an experience of it. Yeah. Look at our country, Bweka. People cannot even eat. Corruption have taken over the day. One leader come to power, you steal sufficiently, you are so corrupt. So that thing about people depending on prophecy that, the Papa will sit down and everything will be okay. If the Liberian people elect Mr. Joe Bweka, it will be because they are tired with this corrupt regime, and it will be giving Joseph Bweka an opportunity to do well. So we should start believing, and he will say that everything will be okay. It will not be, it will not be. Because there are economic forces, there are market forces, there are economic factors on the global market that will even be compounding or pressing on Joe Bweka. Economic market forces. So,
all right. Now take
they say China is a Buddhist nation, one of the second most powerful nations in the world.
Now take more calls on the line here. Now take Sheikh Sako want to chip in on this segment. Sheikh, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Bweka. Good morning. How you doing? Good morning, Darlington.
Hey, Sheikh. Morning, Chief.
Good man, guys. Hope you guys had a great weekend.
Yeah, sure.
Great. All right, Bweka, just to chip in regarding few things happening in Liberia right now. Most excitingly, the Green Day that's going to be on Sunday, that we're going to see all Liberians moving and showing to the world that they finally decided who should be their next president. Let me chip in firstly on the issue of what happened at the RIA.
No, before you chip in, before you chip in, you need to make something clear here. Darrington and
My man, let me chip in for I know where you want. My man, I know where you're coming. I know Apple Bene you want bring. Let me.
Mama, check.
Yeah,
And then,
Darrington,
I agree with exactly.
why the man will stop supporting ACO and start pledging his support to the Green Party?
And you guys are talking. Yeah.
Okay, Baga, real quick. When you stand for something, you got to stand for it for a cause. You understand? You got to make sure you are part of an organization that is built on the political, fundamental principles. ACOP is my political party, but there's one thing I would say. I may not want to come and speak aloud here about what happened, but I'm a man of principles. If I see a form of dictatorship or a kind of, authoritarian rule in a political party, what I do is that I back off and I find my way. And trust me, I might not come up public to speak, on a lot of other issues. But what I have decided, and looking at the political situation right now in our country, there's no need wasting my time on, things that will not yield results for the Liberian people. So I do believe that Joseph Yuma Boakai is the charge of the Liberian people, and he is indeed a leader. So like I said, I don't actually want to delve mainly into the issue of ACO right now. But for now, I've suspended my membership with them, and I'm currently supporting the Joseph Yuma Boakai team or the GND and JKK team for the.
Do you notify the executive committee?
My man, check this. Darrington asked you, did you notify
the executive committee in Redding?
You now
or you just saying it on the show yet to dele around the issues?
Well, yeah, Darrington. Immediately after the Senate Bureau has set up his campaign committee,
right?
And when he set up the campaign committee, and then they were what the Senate Bureau said. He said nobody should not question his decision. If anybody questions his decision, he will step down as a Senate Bureau. So can you imagine being a part of a political party where a Senate Bureau single-handedly appoints a campaign committee, and then he says nobody should not question his decision. Anybody question his decision, he will step down. So for me, I was going to question his decision. So because I don't want him to step down, so the best thing to do was to take my essay and let him maintain as a Senate Bureau of the party and let his decision stand. So that was what automatically I did.
So maybe,
you getting me? So arguing with a decision about the campaign committee, and he steps down. So for the sake of the party, let his decision maintain. But I who do stand for principles, I who do stand for especially fundamental political principles, I will not be a part of such a decision. That was what I back up. But ACOP is my party. But for now, trust me, we are supporting the JMB and JKK team. And we're not going to relent. We're going to put almost everything that we have to put in to make sure that Joseph Yuma Boakai is the next president of the Republic of Liberia. Okay. So real quick, I didn't want to go into anything, but I need that 2 of you straight. I need 2 of you on that show. Are never going to allow me walk away without asking me.
Because you don't want every time you call you
real quick, let's come to the drugs issue.
Right, the drug issue.
So, Darrington. We discussed there were $100 million drug boss in that country. Nothing came from all of it. $40 million drug case on George Weah. Nothing came from all of it. People die in that country. Gifty Lama, Abba Peter, Baten Yuswa, the rest of the other people. You understand me? Nothing came from all of it. Another sedition, another stalwart of the CDC. You understand me, right? A stalwart from the CDC, from the Philadelphia chapter, which is Livingstone, who used to host podcasts, different program promoting CDC. If that man is caught into a web of an alleged drug deal, what do you think going to come from all of him? But let me tell you one thing right now. What I'm telling you here, we are following that investigation, and this is what they are about to conclude, so as to sway the public mind away for say, it wasn't drugs. But I would say right here, we understand everything about doing in our country. Right now, they decided to say that, oh, it was a medication that is a kind of substance that comes from Kenya. They call it calf. Farmers use them to take it, to work hard, to build their energy and stuff. Now, they are planning to say that was what he was trying to smuggle in instead of a substance abuse that is cocaine or kush. Mark what I'm telling you. This is what they are going to come up with as a report to protect that director of security at the airport. If it not happen, no respect me check. It is a current information that I'm giving you based on what I know. That case will be a feeble case. It will be a dead case. Just as the way the 100 million, the 40 million, and the devil, other people honor Mr. Weir. That's the reason why the Liberian people now, they need to be an open eyes for the Liberian people to make a decision come October 10. Weir cannot lead that country. Okay. He can only lead that country to more destruction. He can only lead our country to more difficult times, more hardship for our people. Look, I want to say on this platform this morning, Sunday will be a determining day to the world, to other Liberians that have not joined the rescue team, that Joseph Yuma Boakai is indeed the next president of the Republic of Liberia. Guys, thank you so much. That you know. I'll talk to you later, Brian. Why you take care?
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir.
So the man was supporting Akko, but he said the way Akko care about the whatever membership. Let's take this person here. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, Boakai. Good morning, Darlington. I will come to my brother Sheikh, but let me lay this out a little bit.
Napoleon Sosa.
Yeah, Napoleon so calling you from Los Angeles this morning. Boakai, Liberia probably are Liberians themselves. The reason why I'm saying this is that my brother Sheikh knows me very well. We know each other. Sheikh, I told Sheikh before about the CDC. He told me when I contested in district number 13, 2018. I told my brother Sheikh that CDC was not ready. He convinced me. He said, no, my man, the president wanted district so bad. You need to step out of the race. And I proved him wrong. Today, he telling me that Boakai is the rightful guy, and I'm trying to challenge him again. That Boakai will not be the president of the Republic of Liberia. Come
Napoleon,
October 10.
No, Napoleon, when the man resigned from, when the man said that he was, leaving or resigning yet his membership yet from Akko, why you from Mr. Kumi's camp not reach out to him to bring?
No, but he just said it. It was today he's saying it. Yeah. That today I'm hearing it from him. That's the reason why I called. Because I know when I spoke to my brother privately, he was telling me about Akko. Now he's telling me about JMB, and I believe that JMB is not the rightful guy for the job. So listening to my brother Sheikh again, I'm going to tell him again what he told me 2018. It will repeat the same 2023. Come October 10. Napoleon, Boakai will not even come take place.
Napoleon, Darlington want to come in.
Napoleon.
Yeah.
How many persons per week do you talk to for Ellis Cummings?
Sorry?
He's asking how many persons per week do you convince to join the Cummings camp?
I convinced, if you know Napoleon Soso, you won't say that I contested in the 2018 by elections in district number 13. Even this morning, I convinced about 50 people again from a district.
Just this morning? 50 people?
I'm telling you, this morning.
Sure.
So they were saying that just saying how you convinced them.
This morning, 50 from a district. This morning. Because they wanted to go to the party headquarters, but my Peking Siriki, they're on their way to Bobolu. So on their way back, they will have a program where those guys will endorse the CPP campaign. And you will see that.
Okay, so
you will see that happening.
I want to ask you one question before you go. When will you guys be launching officially at the Antoinette Todman Stadium?
Look, You see that crowd politics thing is not what they call campaign.
We're not talking about crowd politics. I ask you a very simple
Listen,
question.
I will answer that question. I will answer that question. We will launch at the appropriate time. We will launch at the appropriate time. We are not running. We are not running on the timeline of the CDC or the Aspire Unity Party. Crowd politics or crowd competition with the CDC. We are not doing that. We are responsible political party.
Okay. Your man saying you come in respond to you. Sheikh say I'm the major on my back. He say he want to respond to Napoleon or what Napoleon said. Sheikh, welcome. Let's take a minute quickly.
A minute, please.
Thank you, Bwagai. You're not too audible, Bwagai. Can you amplify your voice a little bit, Bwagai?
Yeah,
I don't know how George got the connection done.
Yeah, you getting me now?
Yeah, you're not still audible, but at least I can get you.
Yeah.
Bwagai,
you're trying to
you see,
Napoleon.
sorry that I don't like to do this, right? But unless when people come out in the public and be very disingenuous to friendship and don't want to come out with the fights, then I have to come out to make clarity, because there is a very respectable platform in which we will not allow people come here and just say things and walk away. Napoleon Soso is my very good friend, but Napoleon Soso did not come to say the truth, but rather come to support his ticket linking on my side or the friendship or acquaintance he and myself had without saying the facts. Number one, I did not, no day, convince Napoleon Soso or leaving the District 13 race. If Napoleon Soso is truthful to the God that he served, I get him a car for free and Toyota Sequoia for free that he used through all his campaign. Even that car was attacked. They broke the windshield. I did not tell him to fix it, need to repair it, need to pay for the repair that I did on it. So for him to come on this platform because he's trying to support his commit ticket without any proof or any level of exuberance that he can show to the Labrepo to sell his candidate, he should not come on this platform and lie that I convinced him to leave the race. That was a lie. Number one, I can convince anybody against their political ambition. Anybody, whether you my friend, you my whosoever, you're grown. You know exactly what's right for you, what's not right for you. Who am I to tell you to leave a political race when you have your ambition as a grown man? So that's a lie. So I will not allow Napoleon Popo to come in and Napoleon Soso to come on this platform because he's trying to sell comments or because he heard my voice about my political decision that is directed towards the political tsunami of that country. That is those are human Bwagai that all Liberians are yearning for, crying for. To see the next president.
Hello. Napoleon said something. Probably you didn't get him clear. Napoleon said he advised you when you were supporting George Manuel Weah. He advised you that President George Weah was not the rightful person for this country, and you did not listen to him. And now you are turning your bazooka to Joseph Bwagai and pushing the Bwagai's message. And he's now telling you again, Ambassador Bwagai is not a rightful person for this country. Mr. Kumi is the rightful person, and you are not listening to him again.
But let's come to the issue of George Weah. I did not validate George Weah on the basis of a competent president. George Weah came to me as a friend to help him on his political sojourn. So if I was just evaluating him on the basis of that, I would have delved into meeting his capability of becoming a president. So I felt that he would have learned on the job, knowing him to be a Liberian, knowing him to be a man and instead the narrative change. So he's not going to hold me responsible for that. But right now, I'm supporting a candidate that have exemplified, that have proven to the Liberian people that indeed he's a leader.
Okay,
George Weah.
Shaq, when you coming on the show, so we can invite Napoleon. When you the show together, you and Napoleon.
I mean, I can't go on the show, Napoleon, man. I'm going to follow Napoleon.
People want to hear from you. People want to hear from you guys.
We're bringing 2 minutes on separate days. But I hope, and Shaq's on the line.
No, he left already.
I hope it's not that Toyota Sequoia that get a V8 engine. When I hear Toyota Sequoia, it can just be traumatizing. So people in America, they buy when they send a big engine for the people in that car can suck gas, my man.
I hope Napoleon not quiet. Say that so they see Kara check he was just talking.
I want to V8 engine on check.
Brother, my man check making me to laugh that morning.
Napoleon come here.
I'm back again. You know that's true. What my man Sheikh is saying, let me be honest here. That's true. Sheikh gave me a car to run my campaign.
Thank you.
That's true. We were not talking about whatsoever he gave me for campaign. I met my brother. I met the man, and the man was telling me the president wanted this. You guys need to back off. I told my brother, I said, look, the president wanted district, but I'ma said too, I can represent my people. Look, I was with the CDC. Because of that, I just said, don't even speak to me again. Because I contested in 2018. So my brother said, the only challenge I sent him to check is that you will be on the wrong side again.
Okay, Napoleon, Darlington want to come in.
Napoleon, yeah. I got two questions for you. First, when you ran in 2018,
okay.
When you ran in 2018, which place did you come in district number 13?
Yeah, 13.
We play you came in the election when you ran in 2018.
You say which place? I can't.
What your position?
You give fifth place?
My position, like which place or which position?
Yeah, you keep fifth place, fourth place, second place, third place. Where were you?
Fifth place.
Okay, that's not bad. But just before we go further, I want to say good morning to Henry Costa.
And that was my first time going in the race, like 6 months to the election.
Our man Henry Costa just pop up on the show. We want to say shout out to Henry Costa. But Napoleon, I want to know V8 engine and car shall get you.
Check you before he make it not check. No, Shall we need to know which are the car you're talking about.
Yeah, but nobody do that, you know you. You need that, bro. You are looking for your little small money. Just want to say to just see we have V8.
Let's take our CDC. Let's take our CDC Sunday morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Bogdan. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Okay. Let me park on the side and talk. So, Bogdan, you said they saw drugs at the airport, right?
Now me say, oh, don't say I say, oh. We are really. I read the article here. Then you come and say I say again, Mama.
So I want to know, can you play the recording where the man said that Fina Bono getting the drugs? Can you play that recording for all the
It was reported in the papers, Mama.
Listen,
Lina,
you said the man said, Anderson Livingston said, Fina Bono is the one that get in the they in the business together. So she the help for that business. Now recording, can you play for the Liberian people? Let them hear it.
No, Lina is been reported by Front Page Africa. The man said that Fina Bono was the one that sent him on the airport and to go and get the drugs. It was not me that saying it. I said it was reported.
So until Front Page Africa can play that recording, we don't believe that they're trying to go after Fina Bono, and we're not right. It was not right. And then my second point. Now y'all say Kumi in the Western region that we were there and photos were coming from that and live video were coming from that. What happened? You're not want to show any live video from there.
But like Kumi's people will show you the live video. I mean, what you can't show you.
No, the point that you support the opposition, so I ask you why you not want to. We not want to mom when we bringing the argument out there. You running away from it. Can you please show all the group that are behind Kumis over there because you are showing people booing John? We are according to y'all. Not even John. We are the booing. What I know is the senator that in our place.
All right, Lina.
So you please show us. The live video where Kumi speaking to the CLC, we want that.
Okay.
And
Lina, before you go to the third point, Darlington want to come in. Darlington, you want to say something?
Lena, I just want Lena to not provide misinformation on the show. We did not say, we was reporting from what was reported in Front Page Africa about the drug boss. That the chief of security, Sam Livingston or Sam Freeman, was the one who accused Finabono of being a part of the operation. All we are saying that we call on the president to have and the Minister of Justice to have some courage to investigate it. If she's not involved, then she gets acquitted. If she's involved, let the law take its course. You know, I think you should be, as a concerned Liberian citizen, you should be calling on for an expedient investigation. Yeah, see what happens. You know, nobody is accusing anybody here, but it was the chief security at the airport.
Not taking all my time. I understand what Daddy don't say, but I want y'all give me my time.
We'll give you the time, but Lina, listen now. I think you as a patriotic Liberian, you should be calling for a speedy investigation. But yeah, you are, because listen, no. Listen, I come in, Lina. I come in. But here you are. Instead of calling for a speedy investigation, you are here defending Finabono that have been allegedly involved into this act. So where are we? Are you defending Finabono or you are calling for a speedy investigation? Which one you are doing as a patriotic Liberian?
Okay, great question. I'm not defending Finabono. You know, I know our politics very, very well. I studied our politics from 2004 up to present. People will want to go after people because they see they are straight in the political landscape. So I'm saying the investigation should go on, but when you start speculating, saying, oh, Finabono is involved, and the person that according to you, the person that saw the drugs where is right there. He had the guy to take camera to the man. Then he called Finabono name. When I'm coming over, no, they say yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Lina. Thank you. We have to take some other calls, but Danito, here is it now. Instead of calling for a speedy investigation, because she's a sedition, and this when you are going to be an opposition figure, she are going to say it's true. That person is involved. But now this is been flagged on a CDC person. She said no. It is not true. This is Liberia for us, Danito.
You know, investigation, when I say investigate a person, I mean a person do it. Investigation is there to uncover the facts surrounding the allegation, whether that lie or that true. So there should be nobody should oppose investigation. Nobody should oppose investigation. It warrants investigation. We were not the one who named, you know, Finabono into it. It was the chief of security at the RIA who alleged and accused that Finabono was part of the operation. Maybe he's lying. Maybe he's genuinely lying on her. But how do we know in the absence of an investigation? So that is why the authorities, the authorities need to investigate and see who is saying the truth and get to the bottom of it.
Okay, let's take like 5 more calls. Then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, just 5 more calls. Darrington need to go to work, and we are running all the time already. So we take 5 more calls. +231 888 Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, man. How you doing? How you doing, Bracker?
Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Take 1 minute quickly.
Yes, I don't want to call my name for security reason, but I would just say something. You know, when Carrasco's brother was killed in the saga that happened about the auditor, is Alena, he has a relative in that. You saw him talking about it. These people, they can even kill their own pa or their own man. They will back the government because they know what they're getting. So that's just what I have to say. You should not argue with the people. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll take some more calls. 4 more calls. Yeah, +231 888 0770 86010383. This is the same thing about, you know, the loyalists, blind loyalists, and whatsoever. If it is United Party, we will talk about it here. If it is CDC, we will talk about it here. Nobody holding our mouth here. So now this is flagged out, and it's been pushed or it's been alleged that this person was involved. So you want for not to talk about it? We should come and say, because the person that is involved, the person was the one that called Finani. Now also, let's take this person here. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, Walter. Good morning, Alison. Good morning to your followers.
Yeah.
I just want to say something to my sister Nina from Iowa. I'm Jerry. I'm calling from New Jersey. Look, neither man are very crime. Like they're not Liberian. So she has to be our country issue. That people are on the water. She can't join her when they get to the old job or something. I don't know. I know I don't want to avoid crime. So she might leave that boy. She will have a job. And we want to get the family that don't know. Do you see people blocking that wall? Are you seeing our children, our brothers on the street? They're laying down nothing. Oh my God. I started our country, man. You have a good day.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me take another person on this line. Good morning. Okay, we messed up on our call. Coming back. Let's see this caller here. Good morning.
Good morning, Baka. Good morning, good afternoon. Yeah, quickly to the point, right? You know, for me,
call your name, and where you are calling from. That's a procedure.
Yeah, Dole Lasana is my name, and I'm calling from Italy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there was a mistake somewhere because it have not been proven yet that it was a drug. And those media outline media stations that are carrying those or fake information, they should stop. It have not been confirmed that it was a drug. Maybe it might be something that some kind of a medicine for painkiller, all this thing. But those people are carrying this information to be a drug. It's not a drug, and they should stop.
Okay, thank you. He's another sedition, and he's saying that we shouldn't say that just
the painkiller was using to take the back gate. They get why they get past the painkiller to the front gate.
That painkiller, you go on the tarmac of the airport and go and take it for in a plea and put it in unauthorized vehicle using an authorized area to come out. Can you imagine that painkiller? That painkiller doing that. Now take this person. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, this is Lasana calling from Minnesota.
Welcome, Lasana.
Yeah, Bokai, I have to say because Liberians live with this. Because when they love somebody, they don't really care. Whether like what the boss said, even their mother is dying, okay. Loving. If you can remember yesterday, we made one street.
Oh, your line gone bad. I don't know.
Hello?
Okay, go ahead now. You are clear again.
Yeah, so people can see the symbol of the country. Taylor, to say you came up, you came up, will vote for you. You know, educated, will vote for you. They repeat yesterday. You bring coach, you not bring coach, we want you. We want coach. Women on the street.
Yeah.
So if you see Finamboro being part of it, it's not surprising to the people. To tell you that we have totally failed the Liberian people because they will just go in vain. There will be no investigation at the crucial time.
All right. Thank you so much. We take this person here. Good morning. Welcome. Second to the last caller.
Yeah, Boka, this is Ami. I don't know why you're always calling for investigation. How many times people are investigated? What drugs, like you say, 100 million, 40 million, where did it go? Under this regime, there will be no, as long they're involved. The only time you will see something like they're trying to investigate if there's an opposition figure. But if it comes to all of them, there's nothing going to come from out of it until another government comes in and open that case and go and do a proper investigation. One of the we are like on government, nothing like justice system work in Liberia. I don't know why people always talk about investigation right in their heads. Nothing's gonna happen.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. We take our last call there. We wrap it up on today's edition of the Costa Show. Plus 231 8624171. Call us now. You can be our last caller. It's been fascinating, like we said. When we were starting the show, we told you guys that it's going to be a very interesting discussion here this morning. And the morning's edition of the show, we take our last call. There we go home. Yeah, today is 9/11. And it's a historical day in the United States of America. So if there's no call, then we'll wrap it up on this edition. Darlington, let's cross over to you. Listen to the callers. Some are saying that it was a paracetamol. Some are saying that Apollo cannot be accused now. Some are saying a lot of things, and others are saying that this government is looking for that. The investigation will not be conducted by them. So here we are. Let's wrap it up from your end.
Well, Buaka, again, today is a very historic day on this side of the world. In a sad way, on September 11, 2001, America witnessed one of its biggest tragedy in recent American times, with the taking down of the World Trade Center in New York, leading to the loss of over nearly 3,000 lives. About 290 something person died on September 11, 2001. Never again America will witness this. We're going to pray for this country that God will continue to, to protect its compatriots to get their country working. On the flip side of our town, Bueka, is a sad story that Liberia will encounter this, and Liberians will be going through this time where drugs is been smuggled into the country by different means of our airport, different port of entry rather. Whether it's our airport, what is our seaport, the stories that are coming out of Liberia is very disturbing, and nobody is saying that what Mr. Sam Livingstone said, to the joint security forces, that it is true. But if Sam Livingstone is alleging that Finabono is the one who's involved, I think it warrants investigation, because if I were Finabono, everybody want to clear the name. If my hands are clean, I think it's important that we go to the investigation and uncover that to see who is saying the truth. Because sometimes too, Bueka, people can just mention people's name, out of the blue for no reason. So it is also good to go and investigate. Again, that is our country there for us. I would not be surprised if the WIA administration don't investigate. They have done it before. A lot of unscrupulous things are happening on the watch of Mr. WIA, and up to now, it have never seen the light of day, even to begin with an investigation before it will go to court. The court is not looking around. The courts are not looking around for cases, to investigate. The prosecutor have to charge people appropriately and forward them to court, for investigation. If the government do that, that'll be good for them. If they don't, well, it will just be in another phase of the Americans that will take stock of it. And Sam Livingstone, the government abroad may not do well in terms of investigating you or prosecuting you, criminally charging you or so. But be warned that you are a U.S. person. You live here in America. You are either a U.S. citizen or you are a permanent resident, either or. You live somewhere here in Philadelphia. The Americans should keep watch on this, that they should not have U.S. persons engaging in drug trafficking. So if you go to our country as chief of security and you are involved into these kinds of stuff, and your government people will protect you and they will not investigate you, then it is unfortunate. There's not that abroad want to see that, regardless of whoever. But even tomorrow, if God gives us the opportunity to even be sweeper in our country, we should dare to want to do right. What some people can't just want to live on their salary. If the salary you are making at the Rabat International Airport, at chief of security, if it's small, if it cannot feed you and your family, you resign the job. But to be there and be doing drug trafficking, drug trade here and there, it's very unfortunate. Who knows how many packages that Sam Livingstone have escorted out of that airport? Who knows? So it's very sad. But again, great conversation. We're going to be here with less than 29 days to the polls. We hope our people make a very critical decision, because their survival depends on it. If the people elect Mr. George Weah, so be it. It's good for them. They will keep their notes. If the people elect Mr. Joseph Bueka, that is also good for them. That's also good for them to chart a new course of history. If the people elect my own councillor, Tiawan Gonglo, that will be for them. But Liberians, you have yet another opportunity within 29 days. In fact, when we're in school, they say the test is just right around the corner. If you like, you keep these corrupt people in power. If you like, you vote them out. It's up to you. It's up to you and your children. It is your children who will ask you the hard question. When you go to hospital, if you cannot get treated, I'm sure Barrett and Munya will not get you treated. The doctors in the hospitals want to get paid. Munya and Barrett will not get them paid. You need a viable and working government. So you have an opportunity to decide for yourself what history or course of action you want to chart for yourself. Thank you, Boyka.
All right. Thank you so much, Darlington. And thanks to everybody for being here. We will be back here tomorrow morning with another fascinating discussion here on the Costa Show. We asked the government, the joint security, to speedily investigate that drugs issue because it borders around national security. So whosoever that is involved, you shouldn't mind because the person is in a top position in the government. Then you stop to do the investigation. Please go ahead with your investigation, and it should be done speedily. So, folks, thanks so much for being here with us this morning. Join us tomorrow morning. That's when we're back here. Darlington Collins and I, Buaka Amara Kamara. For now, is bye-bye from our end.